I guess my story is Grayson, who I wanted to be and who I thought I was, kind of slowly changing. I think part of it was, the way we raised as men is like, grip on really tightly, like be tough, like you never cry, you never like back down from anything. When I was a teenager, this darkness would sort of come creeping in a little bit. It was kind of a subtle thing, I guess. It definitely wasn't something that ever like jumped out at one point or another. A big part of it was pushing people away, this kind of creeping paranoia that I wasn't a valuable person. When I felt like I was getting closer towards people, I'd kind of sabotage the relationship, not talk to them, ignore their request to be around me. Everything was just grey, like it's not like it just tasted bad, it's not like things were, down and dark, it was just grey and lifeless. I'd driven all the joy out of my life and it felt pointless to keep living. I started planning things out to be like, how can I kill myself and have people believe, oh, it's just an accident. So yeah, I'd booked a ticket over to Vietnam, and it seemed quite convenient that, I know it's dangerous to ride motorcycles there, so I could very easily get myself a fast bike and just go kill myself on it, and no one would ever know. What stopped me from going to Vietnam was just having a little bit more taste of a future for myself. Maybe being a little less hard on myself and not thinking that I'm such a useless failure and that things would always be this way. I think that's probably the biggest thing, is that real belief that things will change. But I was quite lucky because, I met with Tina. She just made very subtly guided me down the path to figure things out for myself. I remember, like the very first time I met her, sometimes like I can be a bit of a prick, to be honest. Like especially I used to like quite enjoy being confrontational with people, and I said to Tina, like, why are you wasting your time doing this? But she'd saved my life, It's very lucky to meet her. Tina and Bridget had made this little group meeting, and it was every Wednesday night, and it was with some other like young people that were sort of depressed and anxious. It was really good for me to kind of feel comfortable around people who were like myself, I guess, and maybe not believe it was just I'm not just on my own little island, I guess. Now we're kind of on the other side of things, so all the way from the beginning in a tiny little room and eating pizza once a week to now this amazing, multi-million-dollar place donated. It's like pretty crazy to see the transformation, and I feel like myself instead of someone else or in some kind of dream. And now I can try and do my bit to help out on the other side, And in terms of youth and transition, just try and be as open to it as you can. I was that militant atheist once upon a time, but there's a big wide world out there, and there's a lot of wisdom that you can take advantage of if you're a little bit more open to it.